To all of us gathered here, we have joined together in mother's love. I enjoyed my mom, and I loved her. On December 11th, Mom left us with a sigh.
Most of you did not know the mom that we grew up with, but through everything she'd been through all her life, she was love that we turned to. And her childhood was not easy, as Claudia said, that she homesteaded, but she told me the stories about when she was growing up and about how they had a cow and the cow's name was Old Blue because that was the color the milk was. She didn't tell us the sad details. For some reason, her parents became divorced. We were never clear on why, but it took a lot of courage in that day and time for our grandmother to leave our grandfather and set out with her 6 children to a new life in Missouri. And in Missouri, Mom became a career woman. And then during World War II, she also started writing to a soldier in the South Pacific. It wasn't until years later that she found out she was only one of 4 ladies that were writing to him. But, you know, we had to point out that he did marry her. But her new life as a homemaker and her 3 daughters, she was 33 when she had me, the oldest one, and that was kind of an advanced age in that day and time for children. And then she had 2 more, and I can, begin to guess what it was like for her to have to deal with 3 teenage daughters through her life. But from all her earliest years and all the challenges and stuff that she faced, there was always the love and some joy in her life. And her final years were different. I had the privilege of being with her when she saw the ocean for the first time. Both times, actually. And she was so joyful seeing the ocean that it was really moving, and it was an experience that we shared with her. And then, while her health deteriorated, Charlotte gave her the love, and I know that Mom returned it because she stayed. I think she could easily have gone away if she wasn't giving and receiving love. And she stayed with us, and it's been a blessing. And I think that she is pleased to know that her leaving has brought healing to our family. Before, my son and I were visiting, and he went in to tell her goodbye. He took her hand, told her, we never ever expected a response, or even a logical response, but he took her hand and said, "Well, goodbye, Grandma. I love you." She squeezed his hand and said, "Forever and ever." And we know that's how her love is for us. It's with us forever and ever.
To all of us gathered here, we have joined together in mother's love. I enjoyed my mother, and I loved her. But Mom disappeared. The brain she trusted began attacking her relentlessly. The guidance of her memory betrayed her repeatedly. Her body became enslaved by her mind's mixed signals, cross signals, and signals trapped. We lost her then, and then she lost us. And then Joan, Enid, and I lost the identities of being our mother's daughters. Mom was still with us, but it was a new mom. And this new mom no longer thanked us for holding the door open, but instead tried to lock us out. This new mom no longer chided us about our table manners. She began instead to dump raisin bran and milk on her head when she felt too hot. The old mom showed me Hansel and Gretel's path she uncovered in the woods behind our house. This new mom was always homesick and constantly seeking a path to take her back home. Old mom was always praising us and telling us how proud she was of us. And new mom? Let's just say that the day when she sat up straight in her chair and delivered a long, pompous speech on why she was nominating me to be the president of the world, well, I think that was the day I started warming up to the new mom. Then there were the trees that became marching bands every sundown, and she liked those a lot. Mom giggled quite a bit throughout her life. New mom also giggled a lot. She giggled at the angels on the ceiling because they danced funny. She laughed at the teddy bear in the cat suit, clapped and cheered when the clouds became happy faces. I enjoyed my mom, and I loved her. On December 11th, Mom left us with a sigh, knowing that we already said goodbye.